I do something to improve the quality of my videos. Welcome to Taco Tuesday. I am Renee Dominguez, America's Empowerment Coach, and I am here to teach you mindset hacks on how you can reach your next level of success. I'm so excited to be here with you all. I am answering your questions here live. So if you have any questions that you would like to know more about, especially about what does it mean to have a coach or a mentor? What does next level success really mean? Put a question in the chat and I will be keeping an eye out on the chats to see if anybody has any questions. But today, what are we talking about? A coach, a mentor, and the power of having one on your side and what it can really do to help you step into that next level of success. And today I want, well, as I put in in my captions, what does every athlete have? They all have a coach or they have coaches. If you look at CEOs, who do they have? They have coaches, but they all actually also have like their board of directors who they also seek for a mentorship, for guidance, their board of advisors, which I talked about yesterday. If you want to know more about that and you have questions about that, listen to yesterday's video and see if I answer them. If not, send me a message and I am more than happy to help you with that. So I didn't think that I needed a coach. I did not think that I needed help or support. I grew up a very strong willed child. How do I know this? I think I was nine or 10. My parents came home one day from church and handed me a book, which was for me to read to teach myself on how to not be a strong willed child. I didn't even know what that meant. And 8 or 9, here's a book, Fix Yourself. To say the least, I never read it, but I never forgot that term. And I felt like that was a bad thing. Strong-willed child, what does that mean? And at that age, you come up with your own interpretations. Well, strong-willed, is that a bad thing? How can I make this a good thing? So for me, I wasn't strong-willed. I was now determined. I was focused. I did not need help or support because as a young age at 8 or 9, I determined that that was a bad thing, needing help or support because I didn't know any better. I didn't read the book. The book may have told me that wasn't the case, but who's going to read a book to fix themselves at 8 or 9 or 10 years old? So, to say the least, I've always felt like I needed to do it on my own. Can anyone else relate to that? Having to do it on your own. You don't ask for help or support, especially being a strong willed woman, a female working in male dominant industries. You definitely don't ask for help because that is a sign of weakness, right? I have colleagues on LinkedIn who said like, Renee, I can't relate to you. I'm like, that's cool. I can't relate to you, but more power to you for how you were brought up. I'm very envious and jealous of that. But I was born to lead a specific way of life and to grow up a certain way so I can be here today to empower others on what the decisions we made when we were 8, 9, 10 years old. Those decisions we made as a child, we made with the limited, very, very limited amount of knowledge that we had. As adults, we don't have to make those decisions that we made when we were young because we have so much now knowledge, experience, expertise now that we could pull from. But we had programmed ourselves from 8, 9, 10 years old that we are hardwired now. Doesn't mean you can't change it because I promise you, you can. When people use the term can't teach an old dog new tricks, I'm too old to learn, those are just excuses for not wanting to step into adapting new high performance habits, into stepping into and adopting new ways or behaviors to up level themselves. And that's okay. That's what serves them. No judgment here at all. But if you're like that, I don't want to make decisions as an adult that I made when I was young, when I didn't know any better. So, being a strong female, strong willed, I never reached for help. I never sought help, advice, support, and full transparency here. If you've been watching me, I'm pretty transparent. I put it out there, whether it embarrasses me or not, I don't care. Again, my journey is here to help support others and be an example so you don't have to go through what I went through. If you can learn from my mistakes, you can make different mistakes that are going to help you reach your next level of success. But for me, it was that I didn't I didn't know that having support, getting a coach or mentor was available to me. Does that make sense? I didn't know that someone like me who wasn't a C-suite executive, wasn't a CEO, wasn't a business owner at the time, wasn't at that what I had in my head, this vision of what, success really looks like. I wasn't that. That again, that vision I had in my head from, 8, 19 years old. I didn't know it was available to me. So I didn't even know that I can raise my hand and say, I need a coach. Is there a business coach, a leadership coach, an empowerment coach, is a confident coach, any type of a coach who can help me when I was in corporate America? Is there anyone out there that could help me? Because I am drowning. I'm literally dying. And nobody was in my ecosystem and my Facebook and anything that I was associated with. Nobody was saying, hey, I'm a coach and I can help. Therefore, I didn't know it was available to me. I thought it was available to only executives. So if you are watching this now, coaching is available to you and for you. Hmm. So I hope that this gives you like a little bit of chills because that gives me chills to know that because I wish somebody would have said that to me. I really do. That wasn't my destiny, but I really do wish somebody would have said, I can help you, Renee. I can give you tools, the techniques, resources on how to stand in a room and command the room unapologetically, how to say something with authenticity when someone's stealing your idea, taking credit for your work, saying that no, you don't deserve that pay raise. No, you don't get that promotion. How do you empower yourself to step into knowing your worth, claiming it and knowing your worth and saying, if you're not going to appreciate and value my worth, I'm going to go somewhere else that will. Whew. Oh, that was a lot, right? All right. So what does it mean to have a coach? What does it mean to have a mentor? And how do I justify that in my job and my career? How do I justify that in my business? Well, I am going to tell you how. And I say this to all my clients. I say this a lot to people that I talk to when they don't think success is available to them. And success does not mean financial success. Success means work life balance. Success means that I am not working, killing myself around the clock for an employer that wants even more out of me. Success means that I don't have to say yes to things I want to say no to. Success really is whatever you define it to be. To mean, a lot of people, slap the label of it's money, which is not bad, right? But Maslow's hierarchy of success states that people want to be respected. They want to know that they are valued. They will carry more weight to that than making more money. People want to know that they have an impact and that they are wanted, they are appreciated, they are respected in what they are doing. And when you want that success, I say this, success is not meant to be achieved alone. Success is not meant to be achieved alone. You're like, okay, what does that mean? It means that you don't have to make it harder than it needs to be to reach that success. When you have a coach like me, because I am America's empowerment coach, my coach Beth deemed to be that today. She does media marketing and visibility. And I've gone through it all. I know what works, what doesn't work. I know what happens when you don't speak up and how you feel. I know what it's like when you play small. I know what it's like when you don't even allow yourself to dream a bigger dream. I know what it's like to be shut down. I know what it's like to be made to feel small, not being comfortable using your voice, don't know how to speak up, don't know what to say when you feel like you are put in the corner. I know what that's like. And I also did all the market research and I studied. I have a degree in leadership in business. I have a master's degree in business. I've invested heavily into research, into education. And I know now what it takes to achieve your own personal success. And what you think success is when you work with a coach will more than likely be 10x. I was working with a client yesterday and she thought she had her dream and she was so excited. And as we were talking about it, I was all, "Do you know you're still playing small?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "You're still playing small. That dream isn't big enough." We 10x that dream, which blew her away. Would she have achieved her dream on her own? Yes, she would. Would it have been 10x? No, it would not have. When you have a coach is someone who also helps you see like the forest beyond the trees, helps you see the blind spots you're not able to. Just like when you're in a car, you have blind spots. I am that person that will help you see the blind spots so you don't hit someone, so someone doesn't hit you. You don't run over somebody. But when it comes to your leadership, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your business and having this coach, having this mentor, someone that has their eyes, their hands all up in your business, holding you accountable, giving you action items, creating strategies for you to so you can fast track where you want to go in a way that is bigger than you ever could have imagined. So when I say success is not meant to be created alone, that's what I mean. I mean, embrace it. Let someone else be in there with you and taking some of that weight from you and helping you lessen the weight so you don't have to carry this burden that you think that you have to carry. How many of you, I'm raising my hand right now before I even ask the question. When you want to work on something, you have a project you want to work on, a goal, something you're looking to achieve, you make it harder than it needs to be. Two hands up. Like, woo, woo. That is me. I put obstacles in front of me that don't need to be there. Why? Because I grew up, again, my own interpretation of what a strong willed child is, and also my own interpretation of what success means. It means it has to be hard, it has to hurt, it has to be painful, it has to be grueling. I have to hustle. I just have to exert so much energy into this, and it has to be draining. I have to be mentally and physically exhausted. And if I don't hit all those markers, then I am cheating myself. I am failing. And I bet you all know that is not true, right? But yet that is a behavior we do because we have pre-programmed ourselves to behave that way. When you have a coach, you have someone on your side. You have America's empowerment coach here on your side. I hope you take those hurdles away, those obstacles away. You put them there, I take them away. You put them there, I take them away. Eventually you're gonna be like, I know now not to put that obstacle in front of me because Renee's just gonna take it away. And this is how you reprogram your behavior, your brain to adapt to a new higher level of performing, adapting to a new behavior that you don't have to think about anymore. You just start operating, behaving in a new way. So when Renee's taking away those hurdles, taking away those obstacles, that is a pattern disrupt. If you want to know more about that, send me a DM. Let me change my captions now. Or you can also book a call with me so we can talk more about that. And when you have a coach, you have a mentor, you have someone who has like I was saying earlier, their eyes, their hands all up in your business. So again, to help you identify what you think you should be doing and then leveling up. But another thing that I did with the client I was referring to yesterday was I was hearing the words she was saying, and I'm really good about this on what are you saying because our thoughts become our words. Our words then become our beliefs. Our beliefs become our actions. So if we're using the words that are not impactful, if we are not using the words that are empowering us, our belief is then probably won't happen. Our brain and our body is now conditioned. Oh, we know what that means. We're not going to take action. When we use disempowering words, we are telling ourselves we're not going to take action because we know we're not going to do it because we never have. We never went all in. We never bet on ourselves. We're always looking for others to bet on us. We're looking for others to validate us. We're looking for others to say, yeah, you can do it. We're looking for others to give us permission. But the only person that matters the most on who you receive permission from is yourself. The only person that is going to drive you with excitement and give you momentum is yourself. So when you use disempowering words, you're telling yourself, you're telling your soul, you're telling your spirit, you're not enough. And I want you to know that's not true because you are enough. You were perfectly designed by your creator, and he makes, or she makes no mistakes. So I want you to just let that sit with you. You are perfectly designed, and your creator does not make mistakes. So now you can let go of not giving yourself permission and disempowering yourself with the words that you use. And as a coach, I help you do that because it's something we have that you've pre-programmed in your brain. When I say pre-programmed, it's just a behavior that we've adopted as children. How we operate, most of our thoughts, our behaviors are from 0 to 10 years old. And now that as we are adults, we want to change those behaviors because now we have more experience. As I was starting off today sharing, we have more experience, more expertise, more knowledge now. We don't have to make decisions and behave in a way that served us when we were a child. But in order to do that shift, we have to disrupt what our brain knows to do, pattern disruptions. And when you have a coach, you have a mentor, you have someone who is, again, giving you that strategy, giving you that feedback, giving you direction on what you need to do and where you want to go based off your goals, based off your needs, based off your wants, based off what you want to do, the impact you want to have, what you feel your purpose is, what lights you up, what your passion is. As a coach, I listen to all that. And that's how I'm able to help my clients 10x their goals. 10x doesn't always necessarily have to do with money. It has to be having a bigger impact on those around them, having a bigger impact on what they are passionate about, going all in and playing full out, not 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but mind, body, and soul all in. That's what a coach can do for you. Well, that's what I do for you, my clients. I can't say anything about others. But having you have that accountability, did you do the work? The work only works if you do the work. And accountability, I'm going to say, hands down, is one of the keys to success. And that's something that was missing in almost every single program I signed up for, with from almost every coach that I paid thousands of dollars for. They felt that their job wasn't accountability. That's fine. They get to create their own business. But I realized that was something I needed. That was something I wanted. And I needed to search for a coach that would provide that for me. So when you have a coach, you want to look and ask, do you provide accountability support? Will you keep me in check? Will you hold me to the fire so I will do it? Because I know that's what I need to do to operate, because I operate best off deadlines. I operate best when I know I have to report back to somebody. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you know that, then you have that clarity on what you need to reach and achieve your success. And then getting feedback, because you want to know, is what I'm doing working? Because you don't want to spend hours, days, months, years doing something that is not helping you get any closer to your goals. When you have a coach, I'm looking, are your your actions, your needle moving activities getting you closer to what you want to achieve? If not, I'm going to help you course correct like yesterday because you don't want to spend any more time than you need to doing something that is not getting you to where you want. And then you're going to look back in your life and say, oh, only if I invested into Renee, America's empowerment coach, only if I invested into myself to have someone on my side, on team me, have someone on team me that is all up in my business, all up in what I am doing and observing and providing feedback, holding me accountable to ensure my success. Because that person will stop me from making a mistake. Well, let me take that back because I can't stop you from making a mistake. And I also believe there's no such thing as mistakes, they are lessons learned. Thomas Edison, how come I can't remember his first name? Did not make 10, did not fail 10,000 times on creating the light bulb. He found 10,000 ways a light bulb will not work. For him, he was in the mindset of abundance and a mindset of I'm continuously learning. That one didn't work. I am one step closer to the way it will work. It's such a different mind frame and it gives you different energy. It gives you different clarity and gives you different focus versus, oh, I failed. I'll call it quits. Some of the greatest inventions that have happened from a mistake. I'm gonna do some research on that and do a video about all the inventors that have made the greatest inventions based off of mistakes. So that's why I don't believe in mistakes. But when you have a coach, I'm not gonna stop you from making a mistake. But what I will do is help you from taking on unnecessary risk. I believe in risk, healthy risk, but I don't believe in unnecessary risk. And when you have a coach, someone who can point that out to you and could save you time. Time is money. And also to save you money, that pays for itself tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. So if you ever had wondered and thought, why would I need a coach? A coach, I don't need a coach. A coach is not available to me. I challenge you on that. You up for a duel? I'm up for the challenge. Reach out to me if you have any questions about is a coach right for you? Or if you just want to get some feedback and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. I'm not ready now, but what steps should I do or be thinking about so in X amount of time I am ready? It's all about setting yourself up for success. And if that looks like creating a strategy, if it looks like doing market research, if it looks like just talking to some people, do that. Don't wait for others to bet on you. Don't wait for others to believe in you. Don't wait for others to invest in you. Don't wait for others to say, yeah, that is what you need to do. You got to be the leader of your life. You are team you. You are the one who has to have the belief. No one else will believe in you until you believe in you. No one will invest in you until you invest in you. No one's going to be on your side, be part of your board of directors, your board of advisors, your ride or die team. No one's going to be a part of that until you say, this is what I'm doing. I'm all in. This is what I believe. I am so excited about this. Who wants in on this action with me? Who wants to get on this ride? Because the train has left the station and we are going full steam ahead. If you want to also just learn how to develop your own personal skills, develop how you show up as a person, how you show up in your life, in your home life, for your family, how you show up in the workplace, the influence that you have on others or the lack of influence you have. And you're like, I want to have more influence. I want to be a better person. I want to be more in alignment to who I am and what my purpose is. I have no idea what that even looks like, but I'm curious to learn more. I have a program just for you. It's 8 weeks, 8 weeks of Renee, America's empowerment coach, all up in your business, doing trainings each week, helping you transform where you are today to where you want to go tomorrow and laying down that groundwork for you to develop and craft your high performance habits so you are not behaving any longer from that child who made those decisions, you are now making decisions and behaving and showing up at the 2.0 version of yourself because you have now developed and crafted new high performance habits. You have transformed from the behaviors that served you to the behaviors that are going to take you to that next level. I'm so excited about this. I priced this for like almost nothing, but you you there is an investment, but the investment is you saying, I am going all in on this. The investment is I'm going to take this serious. The investment is I'm going to do the work so that this will work for me. The investment is that I'm tired of being sad. I'm tired of being depressed. I'm tired of being tired and exhausted. I'm tired of feeling like I'm being abused at the workplace. I'm tired of feeling like I'm not getting the respect that I deserve. I'm tired of not knowing how to speak up and use my voice. These 8 weeks together is going to include live trainings each week. It's going to include group coaching support. And it's also going to include hot seat coaching each and every week for the next 8 weeks, starting in January. You have no excuse to say, 2020 sucked, 2021, I'm going to kill it because I'm going to transform myself to that version of myself that I know is waiting and available for me and to me. I'm going to transform myself to that version of myself that I have in my head that I know I can be. I keep getting this vision of who I am and what I'm doing, and I keep thinking it's not accessible. But if you're watching this video and you're listening, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, this is accessible to you. It's not going to break the bank. I promise you that. This is to get you kick started for what is waiting and available to you. If you're like, Renee, I'm done trying to make this work. Renee, I am done trying to do this on my own. Renee, I am tired of making this harder than it needs to be. And if you're telling me it doesn't have to be that hard anymore, and I can transform myself and I can 10x my goals and I can have a strategy and I can have the action items on what to do each and every day. So I am performing at a higher level and making decisions that serve me. Sign me up. Woo, took us to church right there. I'm so excited. Again, book a call, HP Biz 60-minute call with me, yours truly, America's Empowerment Coach. Beth is going to love that I've said that. I don't even know how many times, but ding. She pointed me with that. So I am taking it and I am owning it. Now, does it sound a little weird for me taking that on? Of course it does. But I'm doing that because I want myself to be an example for you and to you. What do you want to title yourself? You are the expert in what? My passion is what? I want my legacy to be what? I want to be a positive influence doing what? I want you to deem yourself and appoint yourself that title, just like I'm doing right now with America's Empowerment Coach. Is it a little uncomfortable? Yeah, but it's molding onto me. It's molding, it's finding its way. It is going to be all wrapped up all up in me, and I know that, and I'm excited about that. And I want you to have that same feeling and embrace the same thing for yourself. If you can envision it, you can achieve it, my friend. If you can vision it, you can achieve it. But don't do it alone, because success is not meant to be created alone. Thank you. And tomorrow will be my last video for the week. And I am going to be talking about how to create a mission that is bigger than you. Oh, I just love how this is put together. Each one builds upon the other. Now I got you in that right mindset. Now you're like, okay, what does that look like for me? What is my mission? How do I make it bigger than just me? Because I'm having imposter syndrome right now. I'm not feeling too confident about myself. I am not feeling like I can do that. I have a lack of belief in myself, Renee. What are you talking about? How do I do this? We're going to get that all dialed in for you tomorrow. So have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much. Don't forget, HP Bitly /HP Biz 60. Book your 60-minute call with me. You have no excuses on you transforming from who you are today to where you want to go tomorrow. Thanks and have a great day.